Peace, peace. What's going on? Uh,
Peace. Oh, no,
right,
peace.
right. Yeah, the setup's a little different today. Peace, world. What's going on? My name is Substantial, coming to you live from Tokyo, Japan. I'm here with my man, my brother from another mother. Hey, white chocolate, better known as Marcus D. Ladies and gentlemen, clap it up. You know what I mean? For my brother Marcus. Sorry in advance for the sound. We're not mic'd up like we would be at the studio back home and all that. So it's just picking up through the laptop. So this is the best we got. Let us know if we need to speak a little louder. We'll do the best we can. But Marcus, how you feeling? Considering it's 3:23 in the morning.
Oh, I'm in my
Right.
prime environment right
This
now.
is prime Marcus D right now.
These are like, yeah, these are normal operating hours.
Right, right. Not.
How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm hurting. Oh, I'm hurting terribly.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Excited to check in with you guys, man. I wanted to make sure, with everything that's been going on with the craziness of the travel and the amount of stuff I had to do last week to prep for going out of town. Didn't have time to do a proper show and give y'all proper updates. But yeah, man, it's here with my man. We don't get to do this all the time. And next week, by this time next week, I'll be in Nepal. So definitely wasn't going to be able to do it then. So I figured, why not do it now? How you feeling, man? Though.
I'm happy to be on a substantial.
Oh, stomach. Substantial weekly. If you hear any sound effects, my stomach is getting used to being back over here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it
So,
takes a while. I mean,
yeah,
I notice the same thing when I come back from the States, even when I'm there for Christmas.
yeah,
I come back, like either way, going either way, it's not easy. Takes some getting used to for a while.
yeah. No, for sure, for sure.
But yeah, man, I'm happy to be here.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're here. To be
Um,
honest, I mean, it's been 5 years.
yeah, it was 2019 the last time we were in the same space. We talked like
Yeah,
probably a few times a month, maybe, like
yeah,
via text and a video call here and there.
yeah. Because it doesn't seem like I haven't seen you in 5 years. Like I don't feel
Hmm.
like that at all.
Yeah, because we'll hop on a call and we'll be on there from like anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour, you know what I mean? Depending on what we got to
Right,
talk about and all of that. But
right.
yeah, yeah, it's weird. Like that's the age we're in though. It's like
Yeah,
you're in constant communication with people through technology, so it doesn't really feel like you haven't seen them. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. So tell the people what we're here doing.
well,
Mm-hmm.
I believe we're recording the new Bob Allo album. The
Yes.
third one.
Yeah, man. Babeloy, as the people love to refer.
as the French would say.
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, we're working on album number 3, not including like compilations and EPs and all of that stuff we've done, but be our third official album. Marcus has played a ridiculous amount of amazing beats for me. Um, Here I was like, yeah, I got the beats, and then I show up here and he plays like 5 more, and I'm like, I thought I had the beats. But
It's my job.
yeah, so
My job.
he does not make the job easy, you know. But yeah, do me a favor. Hold on. Said gotta get Marcus a mic, so that means you're low, because
I gotta
you're
speak up.
yeah, you're the
Okay.
furthest away from the mic.
I tend to mumble anyway.
Right,
so
right.
I'm a mumbler.
Oh man.
I'll speak up.
Yeah, yeah.
Project.
Right. So yeah, we actually recorded our first track today. Well, yesterday technically now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I got got a decent amount to accomplish to get everything done. We're really working hard to do this in a week, which is new for us.
Yeah.
Because we've only, how many tracks we recorded in person?
2 altogether.
2. Now, y'all think about how much music you've heard me and this man do, and understand that we've only been in the same space with each other to record twice.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And one of them was in like 2000, like 2010.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
2010.
Yeah, because that was commencement.
Yeah, commencement was 2010, and we recorded that in Seattle University in
Mm-hmm.
the studio. We actually also recorded with Dell, the Funky Homo Sapien.
Yeah.
There too.
Oh, wow.
So those were like the 2 people that I actually recorded in person with in
Mhm.
that studio, and then after that we recorded at your spot.
Yep. Yeah, the old townhouse
Yeah.
I had. Yeah, that was, when was that? That was after Another Day in the Life of came out. So
Yeah,
if it was either 2014 or 2015. I feel like it was 2014.
I think it was 2014.
Yeah. Yeah, because we had just,
No,
No, it was 2015.
Yeah, nah, because the second album came out in 2014.
Yep, that's when the second album came out.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, it's the 10th anniversary this year.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, like we're only 2 months away from that.
Yep.
We got to figure something out.
So for the
Yeah, I mean, you got the
I got the
instrumentals.
instrumentals.
The instrumentals
kinda
are coming.
Yeah.
You know what I
The
mean?
instrumentals are out.
Yeah, they're are
They're
streaming
on
service.
Bandcamp.
Bandcamp.
They'll be
Yeah,
out on
there you
streaming
go.
services by the end of this month.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you stream, I know everybody streams, but the Bop Alloy second album, Another Day in the Life of, the instrumentals for that will be on all DSPs by around February 23rd.
Nice. February 23rd for all the instrumentals.
Yep.
Dope.
So check that out. It's on Bandcamp right now.
Mhm.
It's cheap. It's a lot less than buying it on iTunes.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't. It's not available anywhere else right now. So it's exclusively on Bandcamp for now.
Right.
And yeah, so check that out.
Yeah, real quick to the comments. Shout out to everyone in the comments. Alsted is here. We got a Christian Weeb. We got Uncrowned Otaku up in here. JS Rock watching on Twitch. Yes, we are getting yes, we're getting all your chats. Sorry for the delay. And he said, I was just on your Bandcamp like yesterday, so thank you, JS Rock. I appreciate you. He said, Melancholy Hopeful was fire. All caps. Bong, bong.
Thank you.
Let's see. Hold on. Last King Saints in the building. Saying, just got back from Japan over the New Year visiting family. That's dope.
Oh, nice.
That's what's up.
New Year's always dope in Japan. It's like one of my favorite times here.
Mm-hmm.
I used to come back from, I used to stay in the States,
Mm-hmm.
until 4 New Year's,
Right.
until I celebrated Japanese New Year properly, and I was like, oh man, I gotta make it back for the first.
Yeah.
Now it's family tradition.
Yeah, man. Hold on. Yep, I got you, fam. I got you, Jazz Rock. He just asked a question. He said, when purchasing on Bandcamp, do you guys get more money? Like, is that the platform we should buy from? First of all, Great question. There you go. You are what we call, there are passive fans, and then there are fans that are highly engaged. See, and it's not to say other passive fans don't care. We'll just say they don't care as much as people like you. So yes, we not only do we get more money, we get paid quicker. So when y'all stream us on Spotify, for example, since that's the big bad, right? Like when you stream us on Spotify, it takes us roughly about 60 to 90 days on average, usually closer to 90 days for that money to be paid out to us. And even if you're our top listener, I just broke this down a couple episodes ago. Fans at the end of the year get to brag on like which artist showed up in their top five in terms of listening. And there were a couple of folks who showed like that they had listened to me over 1,000 times in a year, which is amazing. But here's where it's crazy, right? With me being their top artist, 1,000 streams is roughly what, $4?
Yeah.
So it's about $4. That's not including the cut that our distributors take, right? So it's really less than that for us. Now keep in mind, depending on what type of plan you have with Spotify, you're giving them roughly $10 a month. And in some cases, like with people like family plans, we're giving them 15.
Mm-hmm.
But like even if you only listen to me on that, like major labels still get a portion of that, and so we get paid terribly. Not just because Spotify is quote unquote bad, but also because of the fact that major labels take 70% of the profits that go through Spotify. You know what I mean?
It's like a system where the bigger percentage that you have of the streams, the more money you
Yep.
get from the overall pot of money
Right.
that goes into the streaming
Right.
platform. It's terrible. It's one of the worst
Yeah, for sure.
possible formats you could think of for anybody but
Right.
the biggest artist. Yeah.
Right. So that's what the situation is with streaming. Now on the other hand, with Bandcamp, like let's say you purchase one of Marcus's projects and it's like $5, right? If you purchase a project from him for $5, 80 to 85% of that money, depending on the revenue share,
80 to 90.
80 to 90, that's right, because yeah, once you get to a certain amount of streams or not streams but sales or downloads, then you get a higher percentage. So 80.
I'm personally at 90, so I'm
Yeah,
getting
same.
we're getting 90% of the money that comes from the sales of an album. So
Mhm.
if you buy, I mean, and then the best part is I don't think they take any money from the additional fan contribution.
Yeah, that's right. So if you basically add more to that purchase on Bandcamp, which Bandcamp allows you to do,
Mhm.
they don't take any of that. They just take a cut of what the original price is set to be. So, for example, you stream me 1,000 times or stream Marcus 1,000 times in a year, right? That's about $4, right? If you go ahead and purchase that same project once from Bandcamp for $5, then literally that's the equivalent of 1,000 streams or more. Just some perspective. So for fans who feel like they're doing their part by listening on streaming services, hey, we appreciate you regardless. But if you want to support us in a more a way that like actually has a bigger impact in terms of our day to day, definitely Bandcamp. And in my case, like I also have a website that you can purchase directly from as well. So
And the coolest part, I guess, is like what I do with artists that listening on streaming platforms is obviously, depending on how you use it, it's more
Mhm.
convenient.
yep.
But what you can do, and what I do, is I usually buy the artist's album
hmm
just because I like the album and I want to have the files, right?
Yep.
And when I want to listen to it in higher quality,
hmm
that's how I listen to it. When I can sit down at my computer or something with speakers, listen to the project properly.
Yep.
But if I want to listen to it on the go, then I'll still stream it.
Yep.
So you can do both.
Yeah.
Because like, if you want to show support and buy the album or buy the vinyl or whatever, even if you just want to buy the digital version,
hmm
it's best to buy it on Bandcamp, and then you can stream it anywhere too. It's not like you have to do one.
Yep.
You can only do one.
Yeah.
So it's really, there's a lot of ways to support your favorite artists now
Yeah,
more than ever.
100%.
So Bandcamp definitely gives us a good platform, and people like you who ask questions like that and then let us answer it for other people watching
hmm
also are helping us out a lot. So
Yeah, for
appreciate
sure.
you.
Yeah, and we like I see artists all the time talking about them taking their music off of the streaming platforms and stuff, and I respect it. I get it. You know, like it puts us in a weird position where I absolutely would rather you just support like through Bandcamp or through my website. But the reality of it is, I know that some people don't have the means to be able to just buy an album on site. Keep it a buck with you, young Stan. Like, I was stealing. Man, listen, I would go to my favorite record store. I'd buy what I could, and then when I ain't have enough to get whatever, I was absolutely taking. I was taking it out the joint. I was, like before there was pirating, son. There was just I just went in there 5 finger discount.
Would you say on Righting My Wrongs?
Yeah, man. Oh, what's the joint? For every, I forget the line. I know.
Album that I stole. I was.
Yeah.
When I was broke, I was dead. So I was so wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's I think one of the biggest reasons why I don't make a big deal out of piracy, right? Like, it's not saying it's not wrong, this, that, and the third, but as somebody who loved music, who couldn't always afford music, you know what I mean? I've been in that position where I wanted a record that bad, I wanted a cassette that bad, a CD that bad, I took it, you know what I mean? And was willing to risk getting, kicked out of the mall or dealing with police just to get my favorite whatever. Because I was the dude.
From when I was so broke and dead young.
Yeah, yeah.
Dead broke and
so young, yeah. I mean, what's wild is this one record store I used to steal from. I later on went to work for them. You know what I'm saying? It's funny how the universe works. But let's get into some of these comments. Alistair says, I don't know why, but it took me a year before I realized Marcus D makes beats and always thought he was Systar rapping because of how the features were set up on the first song I heard from him. Now, I get that. Okay. Yeah, it's like the people who at one point thought Nujabes rapped. You know what I'm saying? And so JS Rock says, I'm glad you said that because I honestly felt like I was prying, but I really care about supporting you guys. And we can tell. Thank you. Listen, I am all about, educated consumers are like, for independent artists, an educated consumer is the best type of supporter you could have, right? And so, we firmly believe in letting you guys know what's really happening. We own our own companies, like / labels. So like, we're not in a situation where there's consequences for us telling y'all the truth. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I'm like, might get us blacklisted somewhere that we didn't know we had access to anyway. Nope. So can't really hurt me in that situation. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to tell you the truth. Alistair said, I use YouTube Music, but I like the support with buying merch and vinyls. Yo, again, we appreciate it. Like, definitely copping the vinyl. Like, copping any physical merch is always a really, really great look. So thank you so much. YouTube Music does not pay well, right? Even if you guys do, that's why, like, if you see at the bottom that's scrolling, any money that y'all donate during the episode today via PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, or YouTube, any of that money that comes through today, I'm going to be splitting with my partner in crime here. But even when you do the super chat on YouTube, like, they take like 25% off the top. You know what I mean? And on top of that, it takes like another 30 to 40 days before it pays out. It's 30 days for it to process, depending on when it comes through, and then like another like 5 to potentially 10 days. It's never really 10, but like
everybody has their hand in.
Oh yeah, 100%. And I don't even, and keep it a buck, I don't trip so much because at the end of the day, I didn't develop the technology, right? Like, if I developed this stuff myself, then of course, you know what I mean? So the reality of it, right? So the reality of it is somebody's going to take something as long as they are helping you do a thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you got something, you shouldn't do it for free. I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that there's a certain point where, like Bandcamp, right? On Bandcamp Fridays, they waive all of their fees. They don't charge you anything. Like the percentage, whatever percentage you pay to them for all of Bandcamp Friday is waived. Yeah. But you're still paying PayPal.
Yep, PayPal still gets a cut.
Still taking the cut.
Yeah, because they processing they get like a processing fee. And on top of that, just like any like banking situation, anytime that money is instantly delivered, there's a higher rate, there's a higher fee that comes along with that versus like someone depositing some money and then not taking it right away. Think of it like check cash in places for my people who live in urban settings or settings that have those readily available. You want all your money today, you say, okay, cool. And you don't have a checking account, yeah, we're gonna give it to you, but you're gonna be missing a couple dollars. So PayPal virtually acts the same way. That's probably the biggest knock I have on Bandcamp is that there are not other ways to get your money unless you have the subscription feature set up.
Yeah.
Then the subscription feature uses Stripe. You know what I mean? But even Stripe comes with processing fees. So again, any service that you're using from someone else, they get in their cut. But any of those options are way better than Spotify. So
And since I don't have like a platform normally to tell people thank you that support my stuff. So if anybody is in here that supports my stuff, and the amount of people that give like additional fan contributions when they buy stuff, thank you, because like there's a lot of people that do it, and a lot of people add, like I'm talking like 20-30 bucks.
Yeah,
sometimes.
nah, for sure, I've seen it.
So yeah, just
What's the craziest thing a fan has done, or like like supporting? Whoa, wait a minute. This is Substantial Weekly, not Substantial After Dark. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Craziest thing a fan has done supporting your music on Bandcamp.
On Bandcamp, there's a couple people have bought like my full discography. And I have a lot of music.
Yeah.
And I don't, I think I give like a 30% discount.
Right.
But it's still a lot of music.
Mm-hmm.
And some people have bought
Pretty
like
prolific, son.
I try.
Mm-hmm.
Some people have bought the full discography. Other people have like bought every piece of vinyl I have, every piece of merch.
Wow.
On there, and then they contribute additionally on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
I had somebody add like $100 one time.
Yeah.
Just after they bought like $400 worth of vinyl.
Right.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like that stuff like that makes
It's
your
crazy.
week,
Yeah,
your
for sure.
month.
For sure. Like I had a person buy a song I did about my kids, In My Daughter's Eyes, the second version. They bought that song for $100.
Wow.
Song was $1, and they bought it for $100. And then there was one time I did a show in Louisiana, and the person that booked me, they got stiffed by the other promoter that they were supposed to split the cost with. So they only had half the money, and the other person dipped out and left them holding the bag, a half empty bag. And because I was with another artist friend of mine, I made sure that they got paid what I promised, and then I took the loss. Because I don't like breaking promises to people. You know what I mean? Like if I tell you I'm gonna give you a certain amount of money, you're gonna get your money. And so I gave him that money or whatever, and then me and that promoter, like we, and it was sad because like I really rocked with this dude, like kicked it with him and his family and stuff. He was good people, but he put me in a really bad situation because I was in that city strictly for vacay, not to work. But then it turned into a work opportunity, and I put somebody else on who's like a Grammy-nominated artist, super professional, amazingly talented, and they just left me in a bad predicament. Long story short, we stopped talking. Years passed, and keep in mind, not only did I do that show, I filmed a video with them while I was there. I did a lot, you know what I'm saying, just to not get all the money. Mm-hmm. And long story short, I had a new project came out. They bought the project on Bandcamp and paid what they owed me. Wow. Like every cent, every dollar that they owed me, they put extra on top of buying the album. And I was like, that was really, really cool. We started talking again and stuff, but yeah, man, it was a bad predicament. But the fact that Bandcamp even gave them an option to do something like that is part of what makes that platform so great,
recently I had a person from my high school
Hmm.
buy like all my vinyl.
That's dope. That's a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah,
He, Marcus got a lot of vinyl,
got a
yo.
lot of vinyl.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, that was really cool too because it's like when I see Washington
Hmm.
on a lot of the orders,
Yeah.
that makes me feel happy because I never really received like like that kind of support in my
Yeah.
own town and like in my own city. So now that more people are learning about my music and stuff, and people that have always supported me from high school,
Hmm.
because I released Survival of the Fittest when I was in high school.
Yeah.
Like
I know.
I was walking around the halls, passing out and selling
Hmm.
CDs. I had like two or three other
Hmm.
underclassmen
Yeah.
were slanging CDs for me in the hallways. I had somebody bootleg Revival of the Fittest and was giving it out to people.
Now you know you made it. You haven't made it until people have bootlegged you.
Yeah, and then this guy he told me to meet him at the park after school.
Hmm.
And this
Oh,
this guy was not he was an unsavory character.
oh, okay.
And I was like, nope, I'm not gonna.
Hard pass.
Nah, I'm
Thanks for
good.
the heads up, though.
I'm good.
I know where I won't be after school.
The more people that get the music, the better.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right.
Go ahead.
Right. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. You know you made it when you've been bootlegged. Shout out to folks in South Korea who was bootlegging me back in the day. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
ultimately why I accepted my first distribution deal out there because they told me straight up, they was like, oh, your music's here. It's already here. You know, we're just trying to help you get paid off of some of what's already being sold here. So I was like, oh, well, I guess I should probably do that.
There you go.
You know, we got a couple questions here. JS Rock, if you are still here, thanks for your patience. It said, may I ask another question? Yes, you may. That was your question. No, I'm playing. Knowing how closely you both work with DJs have always operated in a gray area when it comes to spinning artist music. What are your feelings on DJs playing your music on live streams and events? What do you think the solution is for DJs to express their art while also supporting artists they love to play? Um,
Good question.
yeah, no, it's an excellent question. Yeah, I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with a DJ playing my stuff in a live stream. If, like, I think there's a couple ifs there, right? Um, you know, one, you would hope that they actually supported the music and that's how they got it. But if they didn't, I do like that some of these sites have things in place to recognize that the thing that's being played is something that the copyright is owned by someone else, and they're trying to make sure that we get our small portion, which is next to nothing, especially in a situation where they're playing a lot of music. It's nice to know, like, you know, that we're getting something. Truth be told, I would be good as long as I am credited. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if the DJ played me in a situation where there wasn't a platform that had the ability to pay out, you know, based on recognizing the song. I mean, yo, just tell people what you're playing. You know what I mean? And nowadays we got the technology where if the DJ didn't say what they were playing, you could Shazam it while they're playing live. But for the most part, I'm good as long as the people say who I am. Because 9 times out of 10, if it impacted people enough while they were listening, where they took another step to figure out, you know, if I had more stuff in the world, or at least go find that song and stream it somewhere else, I'm good with that, yo. You know what I mean? Fun fact, a lot of people don't know, but I used to DJ. I was DJing in high school, would do parties here and there, had turntables at the crib and stuff. Obviously because I was making beats, but yeah, man, like I wasn't like DJ doing all the parties and nothing. But if one of the homies couldn't do it and I needed to step in, I could. Like I had enough music to do it. So salute to the DJs. What are your feelings though?
I think, DJs are in some way, like a DJ in some way or form are the people who used to be influencers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%. Still are in some cases. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But before influencers were influencers, DJs were influencers.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes the only way to get, well, pretty much the only way to get your music heard back before the internet was to have a DJ playing your stuff. So DJs are an integral part of hip hop still, and always will be.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as playing my music, I mean, like in my position and in our position, we don't really have the luxury of being choosers
Mm-hmm.
of, you know,
I'll take all the free promo I
yeah,
can get, son.
of who gets to listen to our music,
Yeah.
and how they get to do it. Because if, like, for the most part, if somebody's gonna hear it and they like it, they're either gonna pirate it, which is fine. But in this
Mhm.
day and age, it's more of a risk to pirate stuff
Mhm.
and get, like, you know, viruses and
Yep.
you know, just having to go through all the clicking, you know,
Yeah.
stuff that you have to do.
There's too many free places you can
Yeah,
listen to
and
music,
it's-
and your biggest inconveniences are like our ads. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So it's
Yeah.
much easier to just go and buy the music,
Mm-hmm.
and pretty much easier to buy anything nowadays.
Yeah.
Like as far as music wise, and if you can't buy it, then you can stream it. So
There it is.
yeah, DJs are great. I appreciate all DJs that play
We
my
love you,
music.
DJs.
Thank you for playing my music.
All right. It says, I think it was Parallel Universe. It says Shingo 2 featuring Marcus D, but Sice was on the joint rapping too. Sorry about that, fam. He's remember, I think you did like an EP version of the joint, and it was like the main song, and then I think there were other songs with it, but it had like the title of the main song. Maybe is that what he's talking about? Well, no, he said Parallel Universe though.
Yeah, no, the only person on Parallel Universe was Shingo.
Okay.
So I think it was Parallel Universe. No,
Oh.
I don't think so. I
Mm.
think nah, I
Mm.
don't know.
Real quick,
And it's usually not featuring Marcus D.
yeah.
It's usually the other way.
So
around.
yeah,
The
yeah.
artist, because the artist goes and then it's featuring whoever's rapping.
Mm-hmm.
I don't ever feature on like my own stuff.
Yeah. So real quick, I'm gonna shout out some folks, and then we'll get back into the joints. Shanghai Peace. I'm gonna get to your comment in a second. My man Joshua McGee is in the building. Peace, Josh. All right. Jeremy is up in here. Peace to Jeremy. Was it Dukes is up in this joint? You remember Dukes? We met him in the UK when we went to that radio show.
Oh yeah,
the two black guys.
Of
Yeah.
course, of course.
Hey, peace, Dukes. What's going on, fam? Good to see you up in here. That guy Frankie, one of the regulars. Shout out to all the regulars up in here and the new folks. Definitely great to see y'all here too. JS Rock, Power Mitts, peace. Good to see you up in here, fam. Power Mitts is a dope producer too. Here we go. Let's back up now. All right. Hey Marcus, was wondering where you source most of the records that you post on Insta/Discogs. Are those personal records you've held on to for a while, or things you're finding currently in record shops?
Both.
Mm-hmm. I knew the answer to that.
Yep.
All right. Peace, Joshua. Jeremy says, I remember interviewing you guys in Strasbourg. Wow. Hey man, peace. We getting all the radio
I
shows
remember
from that
Yeah,
trip.
Yeah.
Hey Jeremy, thank you for the love, fam. France a couple years back. Good memories.
Strasbourg's
Likewise.
like my favorite. That was my favorite place on the tour.
Yeah, man. We had a good time there, and there was a lot of dope. Like just that town in general was really dope. Tell you what wasn't dope though, where we stayed. We stayed in what was the equivalent of what us in the hood call a trap house. That's what it looked like. You know what I'm saying?
Isn't that crazy? That was still my favorite place, and I
Yeah.
forgot that's where we
The
stayed.
food was great. Remember they brought the what was
Yeah.
that? It was the food was from Lebanon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was amazing. That whole
That's
experience was dope.
Mhm.
Even the show wasn't like packed out, but that was fun too.
I had a kidney infection.
Yeah, bro. That was a rough tour. It was definitely a rough
We
tour.
were taking a shower in a standing bathtub with standing water.
I literally, I did not take my socks off in that place. When I did take my socks off, You know what I mean? It was a very like crazy process of how I cleaned my man. Yo,
We wrapped our pillows in our towels.
yo, yeah, yo, or like I think I had my coat like around the
Yep.
joint. Something like yeah,
Anything. I slept with my beanie on.
yeah,
I slept with my coat on. I slept with all of my outer protective gear on.
yeah, fam.
In my bed.
When we pulled up and I saw the joint, we were so tired, but man, I was not that tired. I looked at the
No.
place, gave it a once over, was like,
Yeah.
nope.
We're not
Nope,
that
I ain't
tired.
taking anything off because this is crazy.
I'm
But
not
other
tired.
than that, it was a great experience.
Strasburg is my favorite place, and I got a
Yeah,
really
Strasburg
dope
is
record
dope.
there.
Yeah.
And actually, it's one of the records that you, for one of the beats that you picked
Oh, nice.
for this album.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Shout out to Strasburg.
Yeah, man. Does Marcus have any merch too? Of course. Does Marcus have merch?
I'm the merch man.
Yeah. Listen, people call me Merch God. I don't know who God's big brother or father is, but if I'm Merch God, this guy's an upgrade.
You know what my initials MM stand for, right?
Mm,
Merch man.
merch man.
Not
Okay.
Marcus, not Marcus.
Okay,
My
right,
last
right.
name.
No, well, maybe he's the merch god and I'm the merch demigod. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Nah, you got the merch.
I got
dog.
so he has like way more vinyl than me, which is crazy considering like how long ago I've been doing it. But I don't have control over all of the stuff from my early career. So like there's certain vinyls I got, others I don't, and my stuff sells out. Which by the way, if you haven't copped Adultish yet, you're playing yourself because what's going to happen? What's going to happen? I keep telling people, I'm like, yo, there's less than 100 copies left, fam. And about 20 of those 100 copies, or less than those 100 copies, are here with me now. You know what I mean? So, what you got there?
Plug this real quick. This is the
oh,
new.
yeah.
Take it out of
You gonna take the pants off? It's
the
naked.
So this is the Earth Angel LP that just came out.
See how
last
the
month.
light reflected off that joint? Go ahead, give him the little tilt,
Yeah,
tilt
see, 'cause
action.
It's
Go
got
ahead,
the
tilt it,
it's
tilt
got
it.
the relief,
Yeah.
the gloss
Now
relief.
bring it back down, slowly, slower.
So like on the snake,
Mm-hmm.
there's and like on the background there's gloss relief. So like it's embossed,
It's pretty dope.
and then on the back,
Oh yeah.
and then there's two variants. The sun and the moon variant. So this is obviously the sun variant.
Mm. It's
This
bold.
is, you can tell this is towards the end of the pressing
Mm-hmm.
because the
thing
black
should-
black and white splatter
Oh, okay.
is there's less,
Yeah.
but they all have black and white splatter on gold wax, and this is there's only 150
Sexy.
only 150 of each, and they're almost sold out. So
He says,
if you want one, Substantial is also on here. Sight Stars. It's basically a vinyl release of me and all of me and Sight Stars collaborations.
mm-hmm.
Substantial's on there.
Night on the Town.
Pismo, yeah, Night on
Mhm.
the Town. Soul Alamo.
Oh yeah, Soul Alamo.
Soul
Yeah,
Alamo.
that's a good joint.
Pismo's on there. Funky DL's on there.
Yeah, Some
Sights
good
is on
company.
there, yeah. So if that's on my Bandcamp, and we got a lot of other stuff on my Bandcamp. So if you want to grab merch,
do it.
MarcusD.net.
Mm-hmm. JS Rock says that's because you guys' music changed lives. Seriously, speaking from truth here. Sub Marcus D, Nujabesk, Sai Shingo, too. All of you guys pulled me out of some darkest moments of my life. Got me through a heart surgery. Wow.
Wow.
Man, I resonate with your music so much, all of you. I got to see Shingo too live in Austin, and it was amazing. Such good energy from all of you. Oh man, that's what's up. Yo, thank you so much for the kind words. You missed me in Austin. Austin, I was there. You know what I'm saying? Back in May. It's cool though, because that show was crazy. A fan somehow injured their hand because they were super drunk and injured their hand so bad that they were bleeding profusely. While they were being kicked out of the club, snuck back into the club to buy an album as they were bleeding out.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and I tried my best to make sure I got. Of course, this would be the person trying to pay cash, when I would prefer contactless, considering you got blood all over the joint. So I was literally getting blood money for merch from this guy. Yeah, it was not nice. And that same night too, a fan almost burned the club down. Joshua McGee was there, so he can tell y'all in the chat that I'm not lying.
What are you guys doing down there?
Bro, like trying to, I don't know, man. I don't know what we were doing down there. But yeah, it was a night to remember. We'll say that. Dude, salute my brothers, man. Salute to you, fam. Alright. Peace, Frankie. Alright, Pound Meds. Said peace, peace. How's it going, Substantial? Marcus J. Preet.
Just
Hey,
breathe.
P, man. We are good,
How's it
brother.
going, man?
Thanks for asking, man. I could just be a hardcore tripping. It's all good. He's talking about the thing from earlier.
Oh
Stay
yeah, I
digging.
mean it's Parallel Universes with Shingo.
Mhm.
Sice is on like that album,
Mhm.
and a bunch of my like on Melancholy Hopeful also. We got a lot of tracks together, so
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
Peace, T. Lucas. What's going on, good brother?
Yo,
My bro. Suiting
T.
high in the
Lucas.
building. Also says it was great, greater purpose. It said Marcus D featuring Star, so I think
yeah,
that's where my confusion came
Yep,
from. I'm
greater
straight now. We
Yep.
all have long weeks.
yeah,
Nah,
greater
for sure.
purpose. Yeah.
Was there roach infestation? Oh, at the trap house joint? That's one thing that I didn't
I
see.
don't think they had roaches. That was
Yeah.
the only thing they didn't have.
Yeah, they had everything else.
They had
I mean, I
everything.
didn't see rodents or roaches. I can
No.
say that.
Which
But
is amazing,
yeah,
considering.
it's very impressive that a place
I
that
think
looked the way it
it's
did.
probably the fact that they didn't even want to be there.
Yeah. I was about to say I've stayed in. I had an apartment in Brooklyn that somehow had roaches, but was a million times cleaner, than that place.
Yeah.
And so when you walk in a situation like that and you don't see roaches, and then you're a person that works damn hard to keep your home clean, and somehow had it at one point in time, you're like, how does this work?
Yeah.
Like maybe they aren't. What do they call it? What do they say?
Oh, wow.
What happened?
Somebody just bought the lone wolf.
You're a real one. Whoever did that, you're
Thank you.
awesome.
That's amazing.
You know. By the way, while I'm away on tour, if you make a purchase, no worries. The family stops by the office at least once a week. The deal I have with my oldest daughter is that if she helps out with merch, her mom is supposed to deliver this message. If she helps out taking care of the merch while I'm gone, she gets part of the money. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I mean, you
Can't
know.
have the babies working for free. You know what I mean? I can only pay them in plushies for so long. Alright, crazy. Received the Earth Angel LP recently. Love the embossed album cover. Such a beautiful record all around. That's what's up.
Thank you for
Too much Ruber.
the rave review.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's fire. Yeah. The venue was. I know. I remember we performed it. It was Flamingo Cantina. That's where we performed that in Austin. We performed there before.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, in Austin, and then I was there before. Yeah, because I think Jess Rock is in Austin.
Gotcha.
Oh snap! Just realized you guys are online today. Yeah, early. Early, we're late. Sorry, early. You know what I mean? Back home and on the East Coast right now should be about 2 p.m. It's 4 a.m. for us. So yeah, we're staying up all night though because our gig, which is listed as tomorrow, we technically don't perform till 2 a.m.
3 a.m.
3 a.m. What?
2:30 a.m.
2:30 a.m.
2:45 a.m. 3 a.m.
Right.
Yeah, what's the difference?
Who's
past 1
counting
a.m.?
at that point? Yeah. So we're not performing, even though the event is listed for Saturday. We don't perform until early Sunday morning. So, yeah, it's real. You know what I mean? So by this time tomorrow, we'll be selling merch, or hopefully on our way out. You know what I mean?
Shout out to the person that just bought
Yeah,
the
Ousted just
instrumental.
copped it. Yeah, that thing is clean. That's what's up.
Yeah, somebody else just copped the instrumental.
That's what's up. We appreciate the support, man.
Thank you, everybody.
But yeah, so I'm sure no one in Japan is watching right now because hopefully you sleep. But if you catch this later, we are performing at Club Family later today. And then what's the name of the other venue that we're performing at on Thursday?
Solfa.
Sofa.
And
Yeah.
Nakameguro. And
What he said.
yeah, it's pretty well known. It's Yama Hiroto performs there all the time. and Nakameguro is like a really like
Mm-hmm.
popular spot near Shibuya.
Dope.
So yeah, if you guys are anywhere near Tokyo, definitely come through. We're doing a full set, so we have a guest set for Club Family tomorrow night
Mm-hmm.
with DJ Mitsu the Beats, who's
Yeah.
like super legend. in
Yeah.
Japan.
Mm-hmm. I've been seeing ads with his name on it since like around my first record. Around my first.
Sune, when we were doing when I was doing my album, Sune sent me an email saying, you know, examples of what beats I should try and make.
Mm-hmm.
And Mitsu's albums were like ones that he was like, if
Yeah.
you study this is what everybody in Japan loves right now.
Right.
He's like, so you know, this is the guy
Mm-hmm.
to try and emulate.
Yeah, nah, he's that dude.
Big. Yeah, so and you know, we'll be doing a guest set for him, and then on
Mhm.
Thursday at Solfa, we'll be doing like our full set.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And have a little more time to like sell merch and kick it with people, sign stuff if you want. So
Mm-hmm.
anybody in Tokyo, come through. It'll be a good time.
Jazz Rock, you're a real one. He said he already bought Adultish when it came out. My bad. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And shout out to everybody else who already has the album. That message was
Jazz
strictly
Rock's
for those
the man.
who, yeah, Jazz Rock's killing it. That message is strictly for those of you who are still sleeping. You know what I'm saying? And it may not be those of you in the chat, but somebody's going to watch this later be like, damn, I do need to cop that. And then they're going to wait too long, and then they're going to be sending me an email like, oh, man, they ain't in stock no more. And I'm like, oh, you mean the album that came out a long time ago? No, it is not in stock anymore. But keep your fingers crossed, y'all. I'm on the verge of securing a distribution deal, a vinyl distribution deal, with this manufacturer I've been using for the last two vinyls that I've been doing. So once that goes through, that means a lot of my back catalog, stuff that has not been available for a while, like To This Union, a Son Was Born, records like The Garden, hopefully some Bop Alloy stuff too, possibly. But yeah, a lot of these records will hopefully become available sooner than later. And hopefully that distribution deal also lands me in some of these stores around the world too. So, you know, yeah, man, excited about that, you know. Let's see. I've always wanted to visit Club Family. DJ Rio put out a bunch of mixtapes named after the club. Yeah, and they're classics. I still got some of them.
DJ Rio, I used to live next to DJ Rio.
Mm-hmm.
We were coming home from family one night,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't speak any Japanese really, and he
Right.
was like, "Okay, so which train do you take?" I was like, "Oh, I take this one." He's like, "Oh, I take this one."
That's what's
Like,
up.
all right, cool. And we going, and then he said, "Okay, now I have to go and transfer here now. Oh, which one? You know, I'll see you later." I said, "Oh, I'm taking this train too." He's
Mm-hmm.
like, "Oh, really?" Took the same train 3 times together, and then
Wow.
and then we get off, and he's like, "Okay, I go this way." He's like, "You go this way?"
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah. So we ended up walking all the way, get to like the one corner. He's like, "You go this way?" I was like, "No, I go this way."
Right. He's like, newsflash, I live with you now. That was the whole plan. I didn't want to tell you before, but yeah.
I'm living with you now, Rio.
Right. I'm moving in.
I'm moving
You
in.
see how big this book bag is? That's everything. Everything I own at this point. You know what I'm saying? I'm moving in. That's funny. You know, Rio's that dude, man. Be Still My Heart. Give me all the vinyl. Laugh out loud. I don't know what your relationships are with Funky DL, but he just dropped the Sub Tribute album on Bandcamp that is very jazzy with no drums. It's real beautiful. Yeah. Shout out to the homie Funky DL.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Nafta is that dude, man. Got nothing but love for that brother. Yeah, definitely go support him if you can. I haven't heard the project yet, but it's DL, so I know it's quality. So, yeah, man. Definitely go support that brother if you have it. Yeah. I think on that note, man, we've been on for like how long? Going on an hour. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all don't have any pressing questions, man, we're gonna try to actually get some sleep because we still gotta get our stuff straight for tomorrow. Try to get another song in, and all that good stuff, yo. But if you're not already, go in the description of this video. There's some links in there so you can follow. There's a link tree link for Marcus D and also for Bop Alloy, so you can make sure you're following all of them. And if you're watching this and you weren't following me already, shame on you. Make sure you do that. You know what I mean? And man, if you can donate to the channel, it's greatly appreciated. It's never mandatory, but always appreciated. You can support via Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, or you can support by using the Super Chat. But again, always appreciated, never mandatory. But thank y'all so much for watching. We're gonna go ahead and shut it down. This is probably one of the shortest ones I've done in a while. I can't make any promises yet, but my hope is to try to do one either like what was it? I mean, technically, we could do one next week, like if we do it around this time, because my flight isn't until 11. So, yeah, I mean, like it would be because we finished the show. We could do maybe we do it like man on the street style. You know what I mean? Yeah, we'll
Trying to
figure
make
it out.
something happen.
Yeah, so we'll see. And if
Not a no.
not a no. There it is, But on that note, we're out of here. Y'all have a good one, man. Oh no, it wouldn't work. Cause yeah, I'll be in Nepal. So yeah, I'll be in Nepal. I'm mixing up the times and stuff because I'm trying to figure out what time it is for y'all versus it's Saturday for us, but it's Friday for y'all. So yeah, that won't work.
It's always a mind f.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. But yo, y'all have a good night. Hold on, last one. When are you coming to Texas, both of you? Don't know. Maybe after this Bob Alloy record drops, we can see what'll happen. We'll see if we put together a tour. Be safe, you two, and chat. Enjoy Japan and have fun at the event. Will do. Thank you so much. Last one. Thanks for doing another weekly. Always love these. Oh, it's my pleasure. Sorry I haven't been a bit inconsistent since the new year started. A lot happening, trying to stay on top of everything. I'm a one-man army, yo. So I gotta make tough calls sometimes and cancel. I hate doing that because the whole goal, the reason why it's called weekly, is so I can stay consistent. But I appreciate y'all patience and the support. All right, we're out of here for real, y'all. Y'all take care. Catch you next time. I'll see you soon. Talk to you sooner. Peace, 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 peace.